Hey y'all, welcome back. If you know, I recently got my hair cut in a bob.
What's your name, POB, so they calling you Bob? Stop playing, you know that I'm known for the Bob.
But today I'm going to be putting my hair in an invisible ponytail, and it's been difficult trying to find hair that matches me and that match it perfectly. So these are all the products that I'm going to be using. I'll put them in the description box below. And I did this a while ago when I was in college. I used to do this a lot. No, I actually did this when I got out of college. So right here, I'm going to just go ahead and put a heat protectant. I'm going to blow dry my hair out. My hair is pretty much in a silk press, but I've been working out, so it's been getting a lot of moisture in it. So I just want to make sure it's straight as much as I can. And then I'm putting more heat protectant on it because I'm going to straighten it. Now, I'm not going to go through and straighten it all the way, but this is a hot comb. I'm just going to kind of get the edges and everything. The middle really don't need to be straightened. So, yeah. And I found some old hair because I forgot to get my braiding hair. And I'm just going to oil my hair really good. You want to make sure that you keep your hair oiled as much as possible, especially me having blonde hair. And I recently got it bleached back in December, so again. And so I'm using some rubber bands. I would say maybe go ahead and use like a scrunchie because it's a little bit better. It gives you more grip. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do my got to be. But right here, I'm sectioning it off. I've noticed when I do my hair this way, because my hair is short, I can get my hair in a full ponytail. If I just put it all in a ponytail, it's going to come out in the back and the side. So I take and I section everything off. And this part right here is going to be an actual ponytail. As you can see. It don't have to be perfect because you're not going to see it. And I'm going to go ahead and, take my clip and section that off. And then I'm going to make sure everything is down. So you see how short it is? Yeah. Pretty much. That's why I'm doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and do my got to be. Now this is going to hold my hair and make it stiff. So pretty much this is the premise of what I'm going to be doing to my entire head when I get my ponytail together. But I want to make sure that I do that for the inner ponytail as well, just so it can stay. So I'll do this about a couple times, and then I'll take the blow dryer and blow it so it can stiffen. Alright, so when I feel good about it being stiff, as you can see, it doesn't fall at all. That way I know, okay, it's not going to get in the way of things. I'm going to now go ahead and put my rubber bands on it. And like I said, this is just a lot easier if you have a shortcut, like if you're growing out your hair, or if you have very long and thick hair. So this way you do not have to worry about humps and lumps when you're trying to put your hair in a ponytail. And then what I'm doing is just going to comb all of this up, and I'm gonna pretty much go ahead and do the same routine over. And as you can see, I'm going to be able to basically put it in a ponytail a lot easier. So me doing this ponytail, I've noticed me working out, my hair has just been it's just not been staying in my silk press. If you have any information on what I can do to make sure my silk press is not compromised when I'm working out, please let me know. But my silk press just wasn't silk pressing. And so when that happens, my bob isn't bobbing. So right here, I'm just using wax. I'm just putting everything in place. This is not really to hold anything. And I'm going to take out my little hairs because I wanted to do a little, not necessarily baby hairs, but a little swoosh, a little swoosh, swoosh, swoosh for my hair. So that's why I'm basically taking it out. And I'm just making sure everything is kind of placed up as much as possible before I go in with my got to be and my blow dryer. So as you can see, it's seamless. And this is because I put that ponytail in the middle. So I'm just showing you how I do it in sections. I do the back first, then the sides, and now I'm doing the front. So I'm just going to kind of show you how I do the front. And what I like to do is I spray this with Got2b once, make sure I mold it, then blow dry it. I do it again, make sure it's molded with my hand, because I'm not going to be able to go in with the comb again. And then I kind of do this 3 times just to ensure that it's hard enough. So if you can see right here, I'm molding it with my hand as I'm blow drying it. And then when you take your rubber bands, if you use rubber bands, use about 3. If you use 1, it's going to break. So if the more rubber bands you use, the thicker that it's going to be, so you don't have to have it snap on you. And if y'all see my little ponytail, it's growing. I'm starting to get a little hang time because it was so short before, and it's growing. So this is just some track hair that I had laying around because I forgot to get braiding hair. So we're going to use what we got to get what we want. Anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it, brush it out, and I'm taking that top part right there, and I'm going to cut it. And this way I'm going to get some hair where I can elongate the braid that I'm getting ready to do in order to put my invisible ponytail on. So this is a little bit of a difficult part because I'm not the best braider, but pretty much I'm going to wrap this halfway around my ponytail, and I'm going to feed it in as if I'm braiding it. So you're just going to kind of wrap it and then braid it down. The braid does not need to be perfect because you're not going to see it. So just make sure that you're incorporating that hair within your hair and your braid, so you can get the braid as long as you can get it and as tight as you can get it. So we just need a braid pretty much. So as you see here, I'm pretty much got the hair as much incorporated into my hair, and I'm just going to go ahead and braid it down. And so it's not perfect, but I got it to the point where the track hair will be able to adhere to. And I'm just going to rubber band it to secure it. So that's pretty much it. So now I'm going to take my wrapping paper and I'm going to put this around the braid in my hair. The reason why I'm going to do this is because I do not want glue to get on my hair. Now, if you were sewing the track hair on, you can omit this step. I'm not going to sew the track hair because it's just going to be too much for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep on wrapping it. Now, when you wrap it, I'm not putting anything on it to make it stay. I'm just pretty much wrapping it as tight as possible in a cylinder, and that makes it stay. So if you see right there, I didn't put anything on it, no glue or nothing. It just pretty much stayed, but you have to wrap it tight. Now, this is number 27, and it cost me $27.99 at the beauty supply store, and they do half packs as well. I just wasn't sure if I needed another pack, but I wanted to get a little bit more just, you know, in case I needed it. And I actually didn't, so I just did 1 pack, and that was the end of it. And y'all, I cannot stop putting this hair up to my head because this was like almost a perfect match. Like literally almost perfect. I did notice that after a while it became a little bit darker, but it was perfect nonetheless. So that's the track hair. I'm using black glue. If you have blonde hair, try to use white glue. That would be a lot better for blonde hair. Black hair, you can use black glue. Darker hair, black glue. Lighter hair, white glue. I can't see, I'm blind. 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 Yeah, yeah, I'm blind, so I needed to put my glasses on so I could see this. The reason why is because I have blonde hair and I'm doing black glue because he just didn't have it. So I have to be extremely careful on how I put this on my hair. So make sure you do a test strip for your hair. And what I mean by that, if you've seen, I kind of wrapped the track around it without the glue just to see where I wanted to initially put it. But as you can see right here, I'm going extremely slow because I cannot get that black glue on this blonde hair. If I do, it's ruined. So just take your time if you have to use black glue for light colored hair. So I'm just going pretty much going around and around each time. I don't put the glue all the way on the entire track. I just kind of put it on a little bit of the track, wrap it around, stop, put the glue on the rest of it, wrap it around, stop, so on and so forth. If you had black hair, you see a lot of people putting it actually on the wrap strip and then wrapping it, but I don't want to do that because if I wrap it incorrectly and that black glue gets on the track hair, it's just not going to be a great sight. So I need to put it on the actual track and then wrap it. And I'm using my one hand to guide while I wrap the other, just so I make sure that the track didn't slip and get on the hair. So of course you're going to continuously do this until you're all the way to the very top. I'm not going to show you the entire thing because you're pretty much doing the same exact thing until you get to the top. I promise you it's the same exact thing. And then once you get to the top, I'll then show you what to do there. But please, I can't stress enough, just take your time. And this is what it is done. I love it so much. See, that beauty supply had be coming in handy. But as you can see, of course, that top part, I can't let that show. I'm going to have to cover it. But I wish I could just like leave it like that. Because as you can see, I was feeling myself. Because I don't know, it's just something about it that way where it just looks like it's growing out of your hair, but I'm going to have to hide it. So I'm taking I would say medium sized piece from the back, and I'm just going to wrap it around just so we don't see that black and see the track hair. Just make sure that you are making sure this part is straight. And I'm placing the Got2b glue right on it. And I'm just going to wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around until you can't see that. I'm going to take my comb here and there just to make sure it's straight. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some heat on it just to mold it in place. And yeah, you're just going to continue to wrap it. I don't like to take a big piece because I like it to look almost like it's growing out of my scalp. So I just kind of take a medium-sized piece. And to be quite honest, I tried to find track hair that was this color, and unfortunately, not track hair, bundle hair. And I just wasn't able to find it because a lot of the bundle hair is 613, but it's really yellow. And as you can see, my hair is not as yellow. So I was shocked to find the beauty supply store had the hair. But I knew back in the day, number 27 was like this type of blonde, but I just could not find it on the internet nowhere. So I'm glad I found it in a beauty supply store. And that's it. So it's pretty much molded. It's secure. And I really like this, y'all. And so I'm using my edge control, and this is the only edge control that does my edges correctly because anything else makes it revert. So I'm not doing baby hairs. I'm just kind of doing my edges just to give it a little bit of, pizzazz. And that's going to be pretty much it for this ponytail. But I really love it. I have to do this again because it's so convenient. I just wake up after, You know, I put a scarf on it, and I can just really go. So you're going to see this ponytail a lot with my blonde hair. I'm squinting, yeah, because I can't see. But this is the final product. So y'all tell me what y'all think about the ponytail. Let me know if you'll do it. It really just honestly took, I would say, maybe an hour, hour and a half. If you had black hair, you could probably do it a little bit faster. But yeah, I'm feeling it. I love it. This is going to be my go-to. This is going to be that girl in the summertime, honey. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.